Hello everyone, this is Sims here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're all doing alright and safe. That's the most important. So today we have a tour of this eco-friendly tiny house community, and I have been wanting to share this with you. I had lots of fun putting this together. I just have been fascinated with tiny houses and how beautiful they are, and how much they can fit in that little space, and yeah, and they're usually parked into a very beautiful surroundings, and they have a pretty big impact on the ecosystem, because these houses would be built with a very sustainable manner, and they would be built with a reclaimed materials and all that. And not only that, they would take care of their land. Like here I have represented here as well. They grow their own flowers, and they grow their own trees, and they grow their own vegetables as well. And so the compost is right beside the fruit and vegetable patches there. And I think that they don't have any waste, because their food waste would go to compost, and the compost would be used to grow the new food, and their human waste would be dumped in here in this little shade. In here, at least I used it as a fertilizer dumper, because they would all use what we call this composting toilets, and they have to dump the things somewhere, so that's the shade for it. And here we have a little shade for the flowers that needs shades, and I have also included the animals I would think they would have in these surroundings, and this water here is supposed to be a little part of the stream. Let's just pretend there's a stream there behind a creek or a stream or a river, and they have a little part of it there. And the ones that doesn't have washer and dryer, they would wash their clothes in here and dry them here, and use biodegradable soaps for it, and their gray water would go onto the fruits and vegetables as well, to irrigating all that. So that's how it works, in those places. And here I have kept a stand of fruits. So in my mind is that when they have too many crops, they would just sell the fruits and vegetables to the people who passes by, and the money that comes from it would be used in the community to improve all the things that are there. So the man behind the stand there is Mr. Keller. So Mr. and Mrs. and Mr. Keller are the ones who founded this community. When they came here, there was nothing at all on the land. They just bought the land because they had the money for it, and they started little by little. They built their own houses, and they grew trees on them, and they let other people park their houses in there. The only thing they would ask from them is contributing to the growing of the community and the well-being of the community and things like that. So here we are. This is our first house. As soon as you enter, we have a little living area. This is Mr. and Mrs. Keller's house, and they have a couple of chairs there, and they're painting and pictures. They would not have kids anymore because they're all grown up, and they have their own life, so it's just for them. And then in here we have a little kitchen area. I would say this is good enough for them, and the water that they use in the kitchen would be rainwater collected into those big water tanks, and they all run in solar, so they are not hooked up with electricity. So yeah, and these jars here that I kept, I would think that they are jams that grandma makes, so yeah. In here we have their bedroom, and right beside the bedroom there's a little chicken coop there, so they have fresh eggs as well. And the bedroom is very simple, and I love these new wallpapers. They're just gorgeous. And here is their little bathroom, and that toilet is my representation of composting toilet. If you don't know what it is, make sure to Google it because it's pretty interesting, I'd say. And I've used that old cabinets that we got from a while back in an event. I don't even remember the event's name, as their closet space. So the house is really cute. I just like how it turned out. It's very cute, and everything was there, as you can see. So the house right across is supposed to be a tiny house on wheels. It's like a trailer, and the man who owns it just moved in this community recently. That's why the car is still hooked to the house, and the other cars are owned by the other members of the community, like that. And this little car is for the city people once they work in the city and they need a little car, to park in the city, but they live here. So anyways, so this is Manuel's house. He is a musician, and as you can see, he has kept a campfire right beside his house. So they all gather there in the evening, and he would just play music for them because that's his career. He's into music. He wants to be a good musician later on. And as soon as you enter, we can see his kitchen area here. And as you can see, I used only sink, one countertop, and the stove. And he cooks for himself. He has a full fridge though, to store his food. And right beside that, there's a little side table there to keep his little things. And then he has a sofa, and let's say it can be pulled as a sofa bed if he has a guest. And he has his TV, of course, because he's single. You need TV when you're single. And his bed. And through this little doorway here, there is his closet space, and there's a door that leads to the bathroom. So the bathroom here just has a shower and his composting toilet again, because he would use the sink in the kitchen. And I've seen that all the trailers look mostly like that, So yeah, that's Manuel's little house. And he just joined the community, but he's already doing hard work around. He was the guy that was watering the flowers out there. And the third house we have here is a flipped house. I thought I would add something different as well in here. So to go into the house, you have to go to the second floor first, and the bedroom is on the first floor. So they have to use the stairs to come into this little balcony area. And I just love those new rugs that we got, the welcome mats. They're pretty, and they have a little entryway here with just a table and mirror and a chair. And then you enter into their main living and dining area. And I have decorated here into boho, chic boho type of vibe in here. And this house is owned by the Millers. So here is Mr. Miller. He is a writer. He writes for the Simville Posts. And his wife here is a makeup artist, and they both work to the city. So but they don't like the city life too much, so of course they have to put bread on the table, so they have to work. So they work in the city, and they would come here, because this is where their house is. And through this little archway here, there's a fridge there, and their kitchen is right there. And I forgot to put a window here, and you will see it's gonna pop a window there magically. So yeah, there it is. And I haven't used these boho windows, so I thought I would put them in here in this house. And yeah, that's their little kitchen, everything they need. And this is their little living space in here, and I think it's good enough for them. And again, these tiny houses are meant to be for people who just want to have what they need. They don't need any surplus. So I stopped the Mr. Miller here, and just to show you that the house is fully functional. Everything in here is fully functional, and the whole house is glitch free. Everything in here is glitch free. So everything is reachable, you know, in here. So they have their bedroom as well, decorated with all the boho items that we have in the game. And right beside their bedroom, they have their bathroom. I feel like popping those bubbles, but I would not do it. So here is their bathroom. It's very simple bathroom. They have a tub instead of shower because that's what they wanted, and a sink, and their composting toilet as well. So that was the Miller's house, and I think I like how it turned out. I like the colors, I like the vibe in there, and it's pretty. Let's just make Mr. Miller work again on his storytelling or whatever he's working on. And so yeah, that was our flipped house in here. And the house right across is the most modern house in here, I would say. And this is owned by the Robinsons. And so the Robinsons as well used to be city people, but after their daughter was born, they wanted to stay away from the city life and came in here. And here they are, as you can see. They kept their dining table outside, so they would eat all their meals outside because the weather would permit it. And so yeah, 3 times a day they would just eat outside. And Mr. Robinson is a professional surfer. And there is a little tricycle there, just to say that there's a little taller in this house. And as soon as you enter, there is a little living area there. And I make sure that there's a little modern touch in there with the wallpapers and all that. And just across the door there is a kitchen area, and the kitchen is a full kitchen. There is a reason for that. So Mrs. Robinson here, she is a meal-to-go business owner. So what she does is she cooks home food for her customers, and most of her customers would be the people who works in the city, and they don't have time to go buy their food, and you know, they wouldn't want to buy fast food all the time, and they know that Mrs. Robinson here is making food out of organic items and all that. So she would just make food for them, and that's her business, and it's actually very common these days, you know. So yeah, that's what she is. So that's why she has a full kitchen. So it's sure that she have everything she needs in there to cook for all her customers. And right beside the kitchen area there is the bathroom area, and they have a washer dryer combo, of course, because they have a toddler, and you know how much clothes you need when you have a toddler. And I have used that sink. I think we got it from the Philips event a while back, like long time ago, and I haven't used it for ages. So I thought I would just put it there because it looks like a tiny house type sink. So I have used that sink in there. And we're going through the stairs, and we're going upstairs, and here is a little Robinson here. She's playing alone. She knows that when mommy's cooking, she's working, so she doesn't bother her mommy. And she has a little space in here with a colorful bed, colorful painting above, and her fairy bed, and a few books. That's all they need, and they need lots of love too. And let's just pretend the stairs has a baby gate there because, you know, because we can pretend. And through this door here is the parents' bedroom, and as you can see, it's pretty modern and pretty chic looking. And this wallpaper, I can't get over it. Just gorgeous. And so yeah, so up to here, I haven't used any glitch. I was like proud of myself and all. And then I came here and I was like, I have to glitch this TV on top of that drawer. So I just had to do it. The wall glitch is working, so why not use it, you know? And so yeah, this is the Robinson's house, and their solar is really high above their house. And yeah, I think I mentioned it before, all the houses run into solar. And 4 houses covered, and we have only 1 house left in here. And this house is owned by Sally. She is a teen mom, and you will see the house is very simple. So Sally made a very some bad choices in her life, you know, and she of course regrets it, but she doesn't regret keeping her baby. And her parents made it clear that if she wanted to keep the baby, she would not be welcome in their house, so she had to move away. So here we are in her little house. In the entrance there, she had just a cupboard, and then here she has her dining slash kitchen slash living area, and I have used this sink, and she has this toaster there and a fridge. And yeah, she doesn't have a stove because she doesn't cook. She would buy food from Mrs. Robinson there. And she has a couple of chairs as well, and she has decorated it pretty well, you know. And she would go to school as well, and she would work part-time so that she can buy all these things, you know, to take care of her baby and all. Here is her little bedroom. It's pretty pinky because she is also a child, so she has her childish taste as well. And in here is her little bathroom with the composting toilet again and her shower. And that was Sally's house. It's very simple, but yet very sustainable, very nice looking. And when she doesn't have school or she's not at work, she would just contribute like others into the well-being of the community. She would water the plants, grow some vegetables, you know, feed the animals around and all that sort of things, and they will all be happy. And this is just, I think this is just a simple life, you know. You have a small house, you don't have too many things to worry about, and you know, you have simple life, and take care of little things that matters. And here they all are around the campfire, and Manuel is there playing some music for them, and they're having marshmallow and s'mores and all that thing, and you know, tell each other stories and share their stories basically. And yeah, so here I am sharing with you the grids if you are interested in recreating this tiny house community in your game. And if you do recreate this and post on Facebook, make sure you tag me on so I can see your version of it. And if you're my friend on Facebook, you can always come over and check it out for yourself. It is situated on the island by the water. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed the tour of this tiny house, eco-friendly tiny house community. Here I had lots of fun putting this together. I will see you next time with another house tour video soon. Till then, take care, stay safe, and happy simming.